Hi guys, welcome to McKola TV. This is Premier League predictions. First game of the weekend, Chelsea versus Liverpool. Jose Mourinho versus Jurgen Klopp. Who will get the victory? Obviously, Jurgen Klopp is yet to get a victory in the Premier League for Liverpool, although they beat Bournemouth in the League Cup during the week. So they got that victory. Nathaniel Klein getting the goal, 1-0 to Liverpool. They haven't been that impressive under Jurgen Klopp. Obviously, he's got a huge job on his hands. They've got a very average squad. And I said that when he joined Liverpool, it will take him time to get the team playing the way he wants them to play and get the players that he wants to play. Does he really want to be playing half of these players that he has at Liverpool at the moment? I don't think so. All the pressure at Stamford Bridge though is on Jose Mourinho. Will he get a victory, or will Liverpool get a result which puts his job further into doubt? Now, how fast things have changed in football. Last season they were saying that Chelsea had the best squad in England. Jose Mourinho had made the perfect signings. They were going to win the league, win the quadruple, and go on and dominate England's and possibly Europe for years to come. And now look at it all. Jose Mourinho's under pressure. They're saying his squad's not good enough. Cesc Fabregas is crap. All this talk. It's changed so fast. And that's why in football we need to not be so knee-jerk when little things do happen. But the pressure is on Jose, isn't it? And I do think he will get a victory which alleviates a little bit of that pressure. I'm going Chelsea 2, Liverpool 1. Of course, by now as well, you should have watched the preview to Palace vs Manchester United. I'm not going to talk about this one too much, but I think United will get the same result as Chelsea and get a 2-1 victory. Up next, Manchester City vs Norwich at the Etihad Stadium. Manchester City obviously missing some key players, Aguero, Silva. They weren't up to much at Old Trafford last week, although defensively they're pretty sound. I think in attack Manchester United did quite well with Kevin De Bruyne and Raheem Sterling. We've seen what they did the week before though at the Etihad Stadium when they smashed in bags of goals. Raheem Sterling got a hat-trick, and Kevin De Bruyne has been fantastic, to be fair, since joining Manchester City. So I think they'll get a result against Norwich. 4-1 I'm saying. 4-1 to Manchester City. Next up, Newcastle vs Stoke. Steve McLaren, will he get a win that he so desperately needs? Speaking to True Geordie recently, he seems to think Newcastle have been playing quite well, just not getting the rub of the green, just not getting the results that their performances have probably deserved. Stoke come into it on the back of a victory against Chelsea in the League Cup. Obviously went to extra time. So I think their players may be a little bit tired, and with Newcastle actually putting in decent performances and just not getting a result, I think it's one of those days where they could get that win. This one could go either way though, but if I had to put my neck on the line, I'd say 2-1 to Newcastle. Then we head off to the Liberty Stadium, Swansea vs Arsenal. Can Gary Monk get another victory after the victory at Villa Park last week, which got Tim Sherwood the sack, or will Arsenal go to the Liberty Stadium and get all 3 points? Interesting game, this one. Very interesting game. Kicks off the same time as Manchester United vs Palace, so hopefully Swansea can get a result, which would mean if United get a result, we go ahead of Liverpool. It will be a tricky game though. I think both teams will score, and I'm going to say it'll be a score draw, 1-1. But I'm only saying that because I don't want to jinx it, and I want Swansea to get all 3 points. So come on, Swansea. And in the other games this week, I think Watford vs West Ham is a very, very interesting game. Could go either way, this one. I'm thinking we'll see plenty of goals, and I'm going for a 2-2 draw in this game. Could go either way though, as I said, and I really think this game could be one of the games of the weekend. Moving to a game then that is trickier to predict. West Brom vs Leicester. Now West Brom can be handy at home. Tony Pulis is their manager, gets them well organised, and they'll be difficult to beat for many teams. Likes of Darren Fletcher in the team, hard-working team. But can they beat Leicester? Claudio Ranieri has got Leicester playing fantastically well, got one of the best records in the Premier League. Now I think it all comes down to the likes of Rondon and Berahino. They have good games. West Brom could turn over Leicester here. But if Leicester are up for it, the likes of Jamie Vardy are up for it, then they could very well do the same. So similar to Watford vs West Ham here, this is a very difficult one to call. If Leicester are at home, home win all day. But with Leicester being the away team, West Brom could get a result. So I'm going to sit on the fence again and say a 1-1 draw. Now I'm going to fly through the rest of the weekend's games. Everton versus Sunderland. I think that'll be a 3-1 home victory for Roberto Martinez's boys. Southampton versus Bournemouth in the derby. 2-0 to Southampton. And Tottenham versus Aston Villa. Managerless Aston Villa. 3-0 to Tottenham. Anyway guys, that's enough of my predictions. Get yours in below. Last time I did quite well. I can't remember my exact score, but hopefully I'll have another good run out this weekend. I'll be back on Monday with the weekend review. See you later.